Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Sit down, please. I'd like to speak English today to improve my speaking skill. Let's get it started. Today, it is on May 20th, 2024. It's on Monday and sunny. How are you spending Monday? Does your work start from Monday? Does your school start from Monday? Or have you got a day off on Monday? Which day do you like the most in a week? Which day do you like the most in a day? And which day do you hate the most? Which day do you hate the worst in a week? Maybe many of you hate Monday the worst because most of you, Monday will be the first day for your work or school in a week. There are many causes setting off my allergy. But the root causes cannot be found out yet. So I hope the doctors will find out the root causes setting off itchiness on my skin as early as tomorrow. I am really hoping that. I've been suffering from the itchiness since I was born. The earthquakes can set off tsunami. Earthquakes can set tsunami off. Earthquake can set tsunami off. Set tsunami off. Unfortunately, my morning alarm was not set off. Unfortunately, my morning alarm didn't set off this morning. This is why I was late for school. This is why I was late for school. There are some elements setting off itchiness on my skin, such as dust, stress, some particular food, and so on. But the root causes haven't been found out yet. That's why it can be chronic disease. When are you going to set off for the airport? Set out for the airport. Set off on a foreign trip. Set out on a foreign trip. Go on a foreign trip. I cannot afford going on a foreign trip. I cannot afford setting off on a foreign trip. I cannot afford setting out on a foreign trip. The earthquakes can set off tsunami. Earthquakes can set off tsunami. Earthquake can set tsunami off. Earthquakes can set off tsunami. Earthquakes can set tsunami off. Earthquake can set off tsunami. Earthquake can set tsunami off. Earthquake can set tsunami off. Earthquake can set off tsunami. Earthquake can set off tsunami. Earthquake can set tsunami off. Eating a lot of lunch will set off drowsiness. Eating a lot of lunch will set drowsiness off. Eating a lot of lunch will set off drowsiness. Eating a lot of lunch will set off drowsiness. Eating a lot of lunch will set drowsiness off. Eating a lot of lunch will set drowsiness off. Eating a lot of lunch will set off drowsiness. Eating a lot of lunch will set off drowsiness. Eating a lot of lunch will set drowsiness off. Performing in public set off panic for me. The car accident on the expressway set off traffic congestion. The car accident on the expressway set off 3-kilometer traffic congestion. The car accident along the expressway set off 3-kilometer traffic congestion. The car accident along the expressway set 3-kilometer traffic jam off. Set off traffic congestion. The car accident along the expressway set 3-kilometer traffic congestion off. Set off traffic congestion, traffic jam. Even subtle sparks from the socket can set off fire. Even subtle sparks can set off fire. Even few sparks from the outlet can set fire off. Even faint sparks can set off fire. Even small sparks can set fire off. The employees repeated complaints about subtle problems set off everyone's anger. The employees' constant complaints about small things set everyone's anger off. The employees' endless complaints about subtle things set off my anger. Running a long distance, I used to set off my asthma. Running a long distance or even short distance, I used to set asthma bout off to me. Running a long distance used to set off the bout of asthma to me. Negligence will be one of the causes to set off mistakes. Negligence will be one of the causes to set off a mistake. The traffic accident, the mobile accident on the expressway set off a traffic congestion for a couple of hours to dispose of the gravels scattered on the road. The mobile accident occurred on the expressway, set traffic congestion off. The mobile accident on the expressway set 3-kilometer traffic congestion off. That mobile accident on the expressway set off a traffic congestion for a couple of hours. The car accident on the expressway set off a traffic jam. The reason why I was late for school was due to my morning alarm failing to set off. We still don't know what is setting the phenomenon off. We haven't known for many centuries what is setting it off. What is setting it off? What is setting off the phenomenon? What is setting the phenomenon off? We still don't know what is setting off the phenomenon. What is setting the phenomenon off? What is setting off the phenomenon? What is setting the phenomenon off? We haven't sure what is setting off the phenomenon. What is causing the phenomenon? What is setting the phenomenon off? Me being made to wait for longer than 30 minutes set off anger. Being forced to wait for longer than 30 minutes set my anger off. The sudden postpone of the school excursion set disappointment off of the students, which set off disappointment. Negligence will be one of the major causes to set off a mistake, set a mistake off. Negligence must be one of the causes to set off a mistake to set off a mistake, to set off a mistake, to set a mistake off, to set a mistake off. The artist's awesome performance on the stage set off such a long standing ovation. Set such a long standing ovation off. The miracle win of the amateur athlete was big enough to set off a sensation. Set off a sensation. Set a sensation off. Set a sensation off. Set off sensation. Eating a lot of lunch will set off drowsiness. Eating a lot of lunch will set off a drowsiness. Eating a lot of lunch will set a drowsiness off. Eating a lot of lunch will set off a drowsiness. Eating a lot of lunch will set a drowsiness off. Do you know when the company was set up? Do you know when the company was set up? It was set up today, really. Would you mind helping me set up the computer? Would you mind helping me set up the tables for the party? Sure, sure. Not at all. Would you mind helping me set up the table? Would you mind helping me to set up the tables? Not at all. Would you mind helping me set up the computer? One of my senior colleague was dispatched to another factory to set up the same production machine as we use here to meet the increasing demand from customers. My senior colleague was dispatched to another factory in another prefecture to set up the same production machine as we use here. In order to meet the increasing demand from customers. Please guess when the company was set up. The company was set up about a century ago. Many big companies were set up after World War II. And I'm not confident that I can set the computer up all by myself. I'm not certain that I can set the computer up on my own because I know nothing about computers. Maybe I will break it as soon as I start the button. I'm not sure that I can set the machine up. You can customize the computer to your taste, so please set it up to your taste. Can the internet be set up so that my kids can browse only safe web pages and so on? Can my PC be set up so that my kids can browse only safe web pages? Are you planning to set your own business up? Are you planning to set up your own business after quitting the current job? Are you planning to set up your own business? Are you planning to set up your own business? Are you dreaming of setting up your own business? Are you intending to set up your own business? Setting up your business. Set it up. He had hardly set up his own business when it went to bankrupt. He had scarcely set up his own company before it went bankrupt. He had no sooner set up his own business than it went to bankrupt. Hardly had he set up his own company when it went into bankruptcy. Scarcely had he set up his own business before it went into bankruptcy. No sooner had he set up his own company than it went into bankruptcy. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it's already 5 years since my own business was set up. I cannot believe it has been already 10 years since I set up my own company. Would you mind helping me set up the tables? Would you mind helping me set up the tables? Set up the tables. Set up the tables. Set up the table. Would you mind helping me to set up the tables? Set up the tables. Set up the tables. Set the tables up. Set the tables up. How can I set my computer up in order that my kids can use only can browse only safe web pages? I set up my morning alarm to ring at 7 o'clock a.m. tomorrow. Please make sure you have set up your morning alarm to ring before 6 o'clock a.m. Please make sure that your morning alarm has been set up completely, utterly. Please make certain that your morning alarm has been set up. Please make sure that your morning alarm has been set up. The company was established 3 years ago. The company was set up 3 years ago. The company was set up 3 years ago. The shop was set up 20 years ago. The company 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 was set up 20 years ago. The retailer 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 was set up 20 years ago. All of the computers in the basement are set up so that only the members can use them. All of the computers in the precincts are designed, set up in order that only the members can use them. My senior colleague is going to be dispatched to the factory in another prefecture to set up the same assembly machine as we use here in order to meet the increasing demand from customers. Due to the inclement weather, the airport has been shut down. It is unknown when the operation will be resumed. It is unknown when the operation will resume. The airport has been shut down due to the inclement weather, actually typhoon, and it is unknown when the operation will resume. But I will notify you of the information as soon as I get. I will keep you updated. I will stay you updated. I will leave you updated. I will keep you updated. It was not long before the retailer shut down its business. Owing to increasing raw materials, the bakery shop was obliged to shut its business down. Due to the increasing raw materials, some retailers was forced to shut its business down. On account of increasing raw materials, some shops were compelled to shut down their businesses. Due to increasing raw materials, the shopping mall is going to shut down. The shopping mall will be shutting down in about 10 minutes because the music notifying the customers of the closing has been just played. The shopping mall will be shutting down because the music notifying the customers of the end of service had just started. I often confuse the two words between shut up and shut down. Shut up, screamed my teacher, to calm the students down, to settle the students down. Due to approaching typhoon, all of the airports in the course of typhoon have been shut down. Please make sure to shut the entrances down. Please make sure to shut all of the doors down before typhoon arrives. Due to poor sales of the department, The department has been shut down. Because of poor sales, the department has been shut down. Because of poor sales, the division was shut down. At today's meeting, the board of directors will be discussing whether to shut some of the businesses which are not going well down. At today's meeting, the board of directors will be discussing whether they should shut down some of the businesses which are not going well. Please sum the contents up. Please sum up the contents. I heard that you are going to attend the meeting, convention. So, would you mind summing it up? Could you sum it up and send us the contents concisely with A4 paper? Summarize it. Could you sum it up? Could you summarize it? Could you sum up the text book? Could you summarize the book? I follow the YouTuber summing up very informative books written by famous figures concisely. I like listening to the YouTuber summing up the contents of many books, informative books. I listen to the YouTuber summing up the contents of infamous informative books. Could you sum up the informative books? Could you sum up the contents of the meeting? Could you sum up the meeting? Could you sum up the meeting? Could you sum the meeting up? 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 Could you sum up the meeting? Could you sum up the meeting? Could you summarize the meeting? Could you sum up the meeting? Could you sum the meeting up? Could you sum the meeting up? Summing up his opinions, he doesn't feel like going to the party. Summing his thoughts up, he was unwilling to enter the company. Summing up his thoughts, he is ready to resign. Summing up his thoughts, summing up his thoughts, summing up his thoughts, summing up his thoughts. He is determined to embark on a new business. The YouTuber sums up the contents of informative books and tells the viewers concisely. I like it. I usually read only the section summing up the contents of the book. Maybe it is usually written at the end of the book, or at the first chapter of the book. I just read the sum up of the contents written at the last page of the book. I just read the sum up. Sum it up, summarize it, summarize his opinions, summarize his thoughts, summarize his thoughts, Sum his thoughts up. Sum up his thoughts. 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 Sum up her thoughts. Sum up her thoughts. Sum her thoughts up. Sum her thoughts up. Sum her thoughts up. Sum up her thoughts. Sum up her thoughts. Sum up her thoughts. Sum up her thoughts. Sum her thoughts up. Sum her thoughts up. Sum her thoughts up. Sum her thoughts up. Sum up her thoughts. Sum up her thoughts. Sum up her thoughts. Sum her thoughts up. Sum her thoughts up. The YouTuber read a lot of books and some of the contents up and tell us concisely. The YouTuber read a lot of informative books and sum them up to tell us concisely. The YouTuber read a lot of books, informative books, and sum them up to notify us of the contents concisely. Could you sum up the content of the meeting? Could you sum up the meeting? Could you sum up the discussion? Could you sum up the discussion? Could you sum the story up? Could you sum up the story concisely? Could you sum up the story? Could you sum up the story? Could you sum the story up? Could you sum the story up? Okay. The thief was captured, taking away jewelry by the security camera. The thief was captured taking away jewelries from the jewelry shop by security cameras. Don't let others take away your precious time. Don't let others take away your precious time. Don't let others take your precious time away. Mind your own business. It's none of your business. I heard a news of a problem where some of the guests staying in the hotel took away attachments in the hotel rooms. I heard a news on TV that some guests staying in the hotel took away the merchandises attached in the hotel rooms. I heard a news that guests staying in the hotel took away the attachments in the rooms. I heard the news that more and more guests were taking away attachments in hotel rooms. What are today's takeaways? Are you looking forward to takeaways from the cold battle between the two men. Who took away my documents put on the desk? Who took away my pencil? Who took away my pen case? Who took away my pen case? Who took my pen case away? Who took my pen case away? Who took away my pen case? Who took away my pen case? Who took away my pen case? It is no use taking it away. It is no good taking it away. There is no point in taking it away. It occurred to me that I had been taken in all along. It dawned on me that I had been taken in all along. What did they take away? The owner of the shop now are investigating what the thief took away and how much the loss will be. While the spectator was observed with the fireworks display, a stray dog took away his pizza. While the spectator was immersed himself into the fireworks display, a stray dog took away his pizza, left behind him. While the spectator was observed in looking at fireworks display, a stray cat took away his pizza, left on the bench. A wild animal took away white radish during the night. A wild animal must have taken the white radish away during the night because it was there. Because it was there yesterday. A wild animal must have taken the white radish away during the night because it was there. It did there last night, yesterday. A wild animal must have taken away the white radish during the night because it was there yesterday. I saw a funny video in which a stray dog took away pizza from the owner, from a person being observed in something else. I watched a funny video where that a stray dog took away pizza from a person looking away. I watched a funny video that a stray dog took a pizza away from a spectator looking away, and he didn't notice it. A stray dog took the pizza away from the bench. The stray dog took away the pizza from the bench without being noticed by the owner. The stray dog succeeded in taking the pizza away from the bench successfully. Bombs can be used as a way to take an old building down. Would you mind helping me take down the posters? Bomb or dynamite can be used as a way to take an old building down. Bombs or dynamites can be used as a way to take down old buildings. In the amendment department, all of the computers sent to the department are taken down into small pieces and assemble them again. The department is in charge of taking down all of the PC parts for fixing. The department is in charge of taking down PC parts, computer parts, into small pieces to find out the causes creating problems, giving rise to problems, setting up problems, causing problems. The department is in charge of taking down PC parts to find out problems, setting up problems. How much will it cost to take it down? I asked a contractor how much would it cost, how much it would cost to take my house down. I asked the contractor of how much it will cost to take the old building down. I asked the contractor of how much it will cost to take the old building down. I'd like to ask about how much it will cost to take old building down. I asked my architect friend about how much it will cost to take an old building down. Take it down. I'm of two minds whether to take old building down. I'm of two minds whether to take away the old building. I'm of two minds whether I should take down my old house. I'm of two minds whether to take down my old house. I'm of two minds whether or not I should take my old house down. I'm of two minds whether to take down my old house. I'm in two minds whether to take down my old house. I asked my architect friend about how much it will cost to take down my old house. I asked my architect friend about approximate price to take down my old house. Take my old house down. Take the building down. Take building down. Take down the building. Take down the building. Take down the building. Take down the building. I spent whole afternoon just looking at the planes taking off from the airport. I spent whole afternoon just looking at planes taking off from the airport. Please take off your shoes at the entrance. Please take your shoes off at the entrance. Please take off your jacket and hang it on the wall with this hanger. Thank you. It was so hot a day that I took off my jacket and tied on my waist. It was too hot a day to wear a jacket. It was so hot a day. It was so hot that I took off my jacket and tied it around my waist. I could hardly take in the lecture today. I could scarcely take in the lecture. I wonder today's lecture was taken in by most of the students. I think no. I wonder today's lecture was taken in by the students. I know better than to be taken in by scammers. I know better than to be taken in by such a scammer. I know better than to be taken in by such a skeptical emails. I know better than to be taken in by such a scammer. I know better than to be taken in by such a skeptical website. I know better than to be deceived by such an obvious skeptical email. I know better than to be taken in by such a skeptical emails. How many students do you think took the lecture in today, at today's class? How much percent of the students do you think will take that class in? How much percent of the students do you think will take the lecture in today? How many students do you think took the lecture in today? How many percentage of the students do you think took the lectures in at today's lecture? How many of the students do you think could take in the lecture at today's lecture? And how many students do you think could take in the content of the lecture today? Taking in something takes me 3 or 4 times longer than others. Taking something in takes me 2 or 3-fold as long as others. It takes me 2 or 3-fold longer than usual to take in something. It takes me approximately 2 or 3 times as long as others to take something in. Taking something in takes me 2 or 3-fold as long as others. Taking something in takes 3 or 4-fold as long as others. I wonder when we can take the mysteries hidden in the universe in. I wonder when we can take in everything in the universe. I wonder when we can take in the mysteries hidden in the universe. I wonder when we can take in the mysteries hidden in the universe. I wonder when we can take in the mysteries hidden in the universe. I wonder when we can take in the mysteries hidden in the universe. I wonder when we can take in the mysteries hidden in the universe. There was a student who thought solving math questions was more easier than taking in the train map. There was a student who thought solving math questions was more easier than taking in the train map. There was a student who thought solving math questions way more easier than taking the train maps in, comprehending in, apprehending and understanding in. Taking in anything usually takes me twice or 3 times as long as others, so I am good at making you irritated with my slow brain functioning. Take it in. Take the lecture in. Try to take the lecture in. Try to take in the lecture. Attempt to take in the lecture. Seek to take in the lecture. Look to take in the lecture. Strive to take in the lecture. Take in the contents of the book. Take it in. Take in the contents of the lecture. I could hardly take in the lecture. I could scarcely take in the lecture. I could hardly take the lecture in. I could hardly take the lecture in. I could scarcely take the lecture in. I could scarcely take in the lecture. Please take off your shoes. Please take your shoes off. Please take your shoes off at the entrance. Please take your shoes off before stepping into inside. Before stepping into inside. Please take off your shoes. Please take off your shoes. Please take your shoes off before stepping into inside. I might as well quit the job as take on such a boring job. I might as well quit the position as take on such a boring task. There are some people who take on everything, even the one beyond their limitation. There are some people who take on everything, even the one beyond their limitation or skills or knowledge. There are some people who take on everything, even the ones beyond their skills or knowledge. Take on the battle. Take on the fight, take on the plan, take on the project, take on the task, take on the offer. After hours of thinking, I decided not to take the job in. I decided not to take on the job. I decided not to take on the job. I'm not going to take on the job. I'm not going to take on the offer unless it will give me a lot of benefits, like 1 billion yen per hour. I will not going to take on the offer unless you give me 1 billion yen a day. At this rate, I will not going to take on the offer from you. Who do you think you are? I'm sick and tired of your bad attitude, rude attitude, crude attitude, offensive attitude. Nobody will accept your offer if you persist in bothering others with your bad attitude. Who wanna take on the job for little pay? Who wanna take on the job with little pay? Who wanna take on the job for little pay? Who wanna take on the job with little pay? Who wanna take the job on for little pay? Who wanna take the job on for little pay? Who wanna take on the job for little pay? Who wanna take the job on for little pay? Who wanna take on the job for little pay? Who wanna take the job on with little pay? Who wanna take on the job? Who wanna take the job on for little pay? Who wanna take the job on with little pay? Who wanna take on the job for little pay? I sometimes feel like I shouldn't have taken the job. I shouldn't have taken on the offer. I sometimes feel I shouldn't have taken on the job. I sometimes feel like I shouldn't have taken on the job. I ought not to have taken on the job. I ought not to have taken on the job. I ought not to take on the job. I ought not to have taken on the job. I ought not to have taken on the job. I shouldn't have taken on the job. I occasionally regret that I took on a job. I on occasion regret that I took on an offer. I one of these days regret that I took on an offer. I wonder why I should have taken on the job. I wonder why I should have taken on the job. I wonder why I took on the job. I wonder why I took on the job. I wonder why I took the job on. I wonder why I took on the job. I wonder why I took on the job. I wonder why I took the job on. Why did you take on the job with a lot of risks? Why did you take the job on with a lot of risks? Who would like to take on the job for little pay? Who would like to take the job on for little pay? Who would like to take on the job for little pay? Who wanna take the job on for little pay? I'm not going to take over the family business. I'm not going to take my family business over. It was not long before social networking service took over the world. It was not long before the social networking service took over the world. It was not long before the SNS took over the world. And the government took over the whole Japan in early 17th century. Tokugawa shogunate took over whole Japan in early 17th century. Please make sure that night shift workers have been taken over by the day shift workers about the contents. Please make certain that the contents and something in change have been taken down to the night shift workers. Please make sure that changes have been completely taken over to the night shift workers. Please make certain that changes have been taken over to the night shift workers completely, utterly. Are you going to take over your family business? Are you going to take the family business over from your parents? Are you going to take over the family business from your parents? Are you going to take the family business over from your parents? The vice president is rumored not to take over the position after the CEO has resigned. The vice president is rumored not to take over the position after the CEO has resigned. I took over my senior colleague's position after he resigned. I took over my senior colleague's position after he resigned. I took over my senior colleague's job after he resigned. The son of the current CEO is rumored not to take over the position. The newly inaugurated common teacher took over the position from the previous common teacher. The vice principal is said to be the next principal of the elementary school. The current vice principal is said to take over the principal position next year after the current principal has resigned. Are you going to take over your family business, your parents? Are you going to take over your family business from your parents? The son took over the family business from his father. The son took the family business over from his father. Have you seen through? How long have you seen her? How long have you been seeing 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 her? How long had you been seeing her when you broke up with her? How long had you been seeing her? How long had you been seeing her when you broke up with her? 3 days, really. Even though it was raining heavily, the festival was pushed for. Even though it was raining heavily, the festival was held. Even though it was raining heavily, The festival took place. How long have you been seeing her? How long have you been seeing her? How long have you been seeing her? I have been seeing her for almost 3 years. I see. I had been seeing her for about 1 year when I broke up with her for a reason. I'd like my father to give up smoking. I'd like my father to give up smoking, drinking. I'm not going to give up my dreams. I'm not going to give up pursuing my dreams. I'm not going to give up my dreams. I'm not going to give my dreams up. I'm not going to give my dreams up. The researcher was told many times by the CEO to give up the development, but he ignored everything and persisted with his research. He stuck to his passion. He stuck with his passion. He stuck to his passion. Adhere to his passion. I'm not going to give my dreams up. I'm not going to give up my English study. Don't give up. Don't give up your dream. Don't give your dream up. Don't give up your dream. Don't give your dream up. Don't give your dreams up. Don't give your dreams up. Don't give up your dreams. Don't give your dreams up. I gave up playing video games at a point in my life. I started to find no sense of playing video games. At a point in my life, I started to find no point in playing video games, but I used to do a lot though. I gave up playing video games. I gave up collecting game console. I gave up collecting game consoles, which was one of my hobbies. Which do you use frequently? How are you? How do you feel? Or what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Not much. What's up? Not much. What's up? Not much. What's up? Not much. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Nothing new. Not much. What's up? Not much. 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 What's up? What's up? How are you? How do you feel today? How are you doing? How are you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Not much. Nothing new. Not much. What's up? 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 Not much. 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 Attending the seminar found out that it got me nowhere. It got me nowhere. Attending the seminar got me nowhere. Attending the seminar got me nowhere. Are you dreaming of getting married to the idol? Do you still dream of getting married to the idol? Do you still dream of getting married to the idol? Do you still getting married to the idol? Do you still dream of Do you still dream of getting married to the idol? Do you still dream of getting married to the idol? Do you still dream of getting married to the idol? No, I don't still dream of getting married to the idol. I'd like to get married to someone who loves me. What do you think of people around you, more and more people around you, getting married to someone else, someone? What do you think of people around you getting married to someone? What do you think of more and more people around you getting married? You don't care? Or are you envious of them? Whatever, whatsoever. Get married to someone you love you. Get married to someone who loves you. Marry someone who loves you. Get married to someone who loves you. Marry someone who loves you. But not only marriage is our life. Not only marriage is our life. Have you engaged in cashier job? Have you engaged in educational industry? Have you engaged in a teacher's job? Are you dreaming of getting married to an idol? Do you still dream of getting married to an idol? Do you still dream of marrying an idol? I heard you passed the entrance examination. Congratulations. I heard you had passed the entrance examination. Congratulations. I heard you had passed the entrance examination. Congratulations. 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 Whenever the common teacher returns the examination results to me, I feel down. Whenever the teacher returns the examination results to us, I feel down. I tend to feel down. I am apt to feel down. I am inclined to feel down, down, down. Each time the teacher returns the examination results to us, I feel down. Every time the teacher returns the examination results to us, I feel down. 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 Are you in trouble? Are you in trouble? Are you in depression? Are you in depression? Are you in trouble? Are you in excitement? Don't let me get into trouble. Don't make me get into trouble. Whenever I was in trouble, my family was there for me. Whenever I was in trouble, no one was there for me. Whenever I'm in trouble, no one is there for me. Whenever I'm in trouble, no one is there for me. Whenever I'm in trouble, no one is there for me. No one is willing to help me whenever I'm in trouble. There is no one who is willing to help me whenever I'm in trouble. Whenever I'm in trouble. Are you in trouble? Are you in trouble? How often do you feel down? Whenever I feel down, I tend to resort to the words left by famous figures, which are very helpful for me as a way to settle me down, as a way to calm me down. Whenever I feel down, I tend to resort to the words left by famous figures from the past, which are very helpful to calm me down, recover me from depression, and so on. Whenever I'm in trouble, no one is there for me. No one is there for me. No matter what happens, I'll be there for you. No matter what happens, no matter what criticizes you, no matter who criticizes you, no matter what happens, I'll be there for you. 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 No matter what happens, no matter who criticizes you, I'll be there for you. 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 Whenever I'm in trouble, no one is there for me. Whenever I'm in trouble, no one is there for me. No one is there for me. Nobody is there for me. Nobody is there for me. No one is there for me. Nobody is there for me. No one is there for me. Every time I feel down, I tend to resort to rely on, count on, turn to the words left by famous figures from the past, which are very helpful as a way to settle down, calm down, relax, and so on. My viewpoints are usually the opposite of others. My standpoints are usually the opposite of everyone else. My ideas are usually the opposite of others. My suggestions are usually opposite of everyone else's. My proposals are usually the opposite of others. My way of thinking is the opposite of others. I derive my pleasure and delight from focusing on what I'm interested in. I derive delight from working on my interest, passion, enthusiasm, curiosity, and so on. I derive delight from immersing myself into my interests. I derive delight from being absorbed in my hobby. I derive delight from being absorbed in my hobbies. I derive delight from being obsessed with my hobbies. I derive delight from being immersed in my hobbies. Delight. How do you derive your delight from? What do you derive delight from? What do you derive your delight from? What do you derive delight from? Derive delight from? How do you bring out your delight from? What do you derive delight from? What do you derive delight from? Delight. I was delighted by a lot of chocolate. Every participant was delighted with funny jokes made by the professor. Delight. 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 delight, delight, delight. If there is no sorrow in the universe, the delight will also not exist. Thanks to the existence of sorrow, we have delight. Do you think so too? Thanks to the existence and experiencing the sorrow, we can also experience delight. Without sorrow, we won't feel delight, I think. If there is no sorrow in this universe, maybe there is also no delight. Without the existence of sorrow, the existence of delight also will not exist. Without the existence of sorrow, the delight will also not exist. Thanks to the existence of sorrow, and thanks to experiencing the sorrow, we also feel delight. Delight. I think those who get through a lot of sorrow deserve feel more delight at some point in the life. I hope those suffering from a great deal of, a large amount of sorrow will feel a lot of delight at some point in their lives. Those who are suffering from a lot of sorrow deserve to feel a lot of delight at some point in life. Okay, I will finish speaking here. Thank you for watching. See you next time. See you.